Hello students, today we are going to discuss Political Science Chapter 3 India's Defense System. Question number 1. Choose the right option and rewrite the sentence. First, the dash of India is the commander in chief of all the defense forces. The option is President. Second, the dash has responsibility of protecting the coastline. The answer is Coast Guard. Third, the dash has been established with the purpose of instilling among students the love of discipline and provide military training. The answer is National Cadet Corps. Fourth, national security is closely connected with dash. Answer is Geography. The dash helps the administration in various states to maintain law and order. Answer is CRPF. Next question is dash is the biggest challenge to human security. The answer is terrorism. Second, the dash controls the army, the navy and the air force. The option is D. Ministry of Defense. Third, in a dash civil leadership is considered superior to military leadership. The answer is C. Democracy. Fourth, the National Defense Academy means NDA is at dash. The answer is A. Pune. Fifth, the National Defense College NDC is at dash. The answer is B. Delhi. Next question. Explain with reasons whether the following statements are true or false. First, it is necessary to end terrorism to ensure human security. Answer. The above statement is true. Reasons. First point. The biggest challenge to human security is that of terrorism. Second, it is the biggest challenge to India's internal security and now it is a global problem. 3. Terrorism targets common innocent people. 4. It aims at creating terror or fear in the minds of the people so that they begin to feel insecure. Therefore, it is necessary to put an end to terrorism to ensure human security. Second, every nation creates a strong security system for itself. Answer. The above statement is true. Reasons. First point, there is always a possibility of conflict of interest among the nations. Second, a nation attacks another and challenges its sovereignty and endangers its security. Third, in such a situation, it is the duty of a nation to defend itself. For this purpose, every nation creates a strong security system for itself. Third question, there is no issue of disputes between India and Pakistan. Answer, the above statement is false. Reasons. First point, Pakistan has tried to threaten India's national security since independence. Second, India and Pakistan have a dispute over the Kashmir issue, river water sharing, the problem of infiltration, and dispute over border. Third, India and Pakistan have gone to war in 1947, 1965, 1971, and 1998. Next question is write short note. First, the functions of the Rapid Action Force. First point, the Rapid Action Force is a paramilitary force. Second, it performs the task of bringing people's lives to normalcy by moving in quickly in incidents of threat to national security such as bomb blasts or riots. Second, human security. First point, the term national security has become broader in the post Cold War period and also includes the security of the people living within the country. Second point, human security refers to human centric thinking. It is expected that human beings should be protected from dangers and should be given the opportunities of education, health, and development. Third point, it also includes the ideas that conducive environment should be created for everybody to live a respectable life by overcoming literacy, poverty, superstitions, and backwardness. Fourth point, human security necessitates the protection of rights of the minorities and the weaker section. Next question, Home Guards. First point, the organization Home Guards was established in the pre-independence period to enable the citizens to assist the defense forces. Second point, any citizen in the age group of 20 to 35 years can join the Home Guards. Third point, the Home Guards maintain public security. Fourth, they supply milk, water, and other essential services during the times of the riots or strikes. Fifth, they regulate traffic and help people in times of the natural disaster. Next question is, what are the threats to national security? First point, China and Pakistan are the biggest threat to India's security. Second, terrorism is the biggest internal threat to India's internal security. Third, religions, rationalism, several rebellious movements based on ideology, race, ethnicity, and economic inequality are creating instability and are also threats to India's internal security. Fourth, the Naxalite movement is a threat to India's internal security. Next question is, write the functions of the Border Security Force. The Border Security Force are as follows. First, they are creating a sense of security in the minds of people living in areas near the border. Second, they are preventing smuggling. 3. They are patrolling the border. Next question is, do you think that only a democratic government can maintain human security? The answer is, first point, I think that only a democratic government can maintain human respect because it respects life and liberty of its citizens. Second point, the opposition parties and the civil service organization protect against the prevent any violation of human rights. Third, India is not only a democratic state, it is also a welfare state that promotes welfare of the citizens and thereby enhance human security. Fourth, right to education and right to food security are the steps taken by the government for human security. Fifth, many poverty alleviation programs are meant to improve the standard of living of the poor. What is a military regime? Does democracy exist in such regimes? First point, a military regime is one wherein military leadership is considered superior to civil leadership. Second, Pakistan has a military regime wherein the military leadership interferes with the working of the elected government. Third, democracy in the true sense of the term cannot exist in a country with military regime. Next question is, all countries are not at par with respect to military might. In such a situation, what needs to be done to implement a policy of arms control? Answer, first point, there are nuclear power nations and non-nuclear nations. Second, America and Russia possess huge stock of arms and ammunitions. Third, under this disparity of military might, the total disarmament will lead to arm control. Next question is, increasing violence in society is endangering human security. What kind of peace processes should be created so as to prevent violence from growing? What do you think? Answer, first point, all sections of the society should adopt an attitude of tolerance and respect the divergent opinion. Second, they should together when a dispute arises, they should discuss the dispute in totality, arrive at the compromises and resolve the dispute. Third, political parties should not try to take advantage of such issues as it endangers social harmony. Fourth, civil society organizations should be involved in resolving contentious issues as they do not seek to derive any advantage. Fifth, peace process should take place in an atmosphere of mutual trust, open mind and without any preconceived notions. Next question is, can you tell some examples of contemporary and the contradictory national interest in the context of the India and our neighboring nations? First, India and Pakistan emerged out of division of undivided India. They share common heritage, common culture and many common interests. Both are members of SARS. they have economic and trade relations. Second, however, antagonism born out of river water sharing and Kashmir issue are contradictory interests. Third, economic interests of China and India are complementary to each other. Fourth, China's desire to have hegemony over Asian continent in contradictory to India's national interest. Next question is complete the table about security forces. First, Army. Function protecting the geographical boundaries. Chief General. Name of the present Chief March 2019. General Bipin Rawat. Next, Navy. Function protecting the coastline. Chief Admiral. Name of the present Chief March 2019. Admiral Sunil Lamba. Next, Air Force. Function protecting the India's airspace. Air Chief Marshal. Name of the present Chief March 2019. Air Chief Marshal बीरेंद्र सिंह धनोन. स्टूडेंट, आपको मेरा वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो प्लीज़ लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब कीजिए.